Well. Puppy Pot and Chill, number 585. Of course, I'm here with Ding Dong. COVID farts and Dictator Biden. Go lay down. In the first week of Biden's 4-year tenure, he has signed 28 executive orders. Or, no, actually 33 executive orders. 28 more than Trump in his first week. You know, I remember Biden saying in an interview, you can't rule by dictatorship. You know, that's what we have a legislature for, you know, Congress and Senate. And then his first week, he signs 33 executive orders. Just like a dictator. Just like a good dictator. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do something else first. Congress, the DOD, continue to divide the military, vetting the troops, looking for deplorables and extremists. After many of these troops have gone and fought in wars and been deployed overseas and missed their families for years at a time, and now you're going to say that they're dangerous to our country? This is the Democrats doing this, and I only got one thing to say to the Democrats over this. Fuck you. Alright, fuck it, here we go. Swab your butt for the COVID test. Yeah, you heard me right. In China, they're swabbing the anus to get a good COVID test. Apparently, that's the best place to get it, because COVID lasts longer in your digestive tract and in your poop and stuff. So, when you fart, you're now farting COVID. Now watch. They're going to somehow, some way, somehow, some way, they're going to turn this into a biological weapon that can be chambered, aimed, and fired. And when they do that, they're going to make us start wearing diapers to protect people. Here we go. Apparently it takes like 10 seconds. You got to get 2 swabs. Apparently it takes 10 seconds each swab, and you're done. And we're all going to be running around wearing Depends. Oh, here we go. Are some people better than others? Yeah. And I mean, you got to have some people who are better welders than others. Some people, you know, are better bakers than others. Some people are better. That doesn't mean that the human worth is different. The value between one person's life over a next person's life is the same. All right. It's each life is exquisite. You know, it's the equality of life and the humanity it takes to sustain it that equalizes the people. You know, it's not money or anything else. It's life. Life is what makes us equal. Only a small-minded simpleton will think of life that holds more, you know, one life holds more value than another. Sadly, there are many that inflate their self-worth, shrinking their mind, allowing those people to believe their self-inflated life is worth more when it's not. At that point, it may actually be worth less. Wall Street. Wall Street halts trade on GameStop and a few others to protect the elite hedge funds and brokerage houses. Now, why would they need to halt trading? Well, because is what these big hedge fund billionaires do and brokerage houses. They do what they call shorting a company, and they bet against it. They bet that the company will fail. And when it does, these people who shorted these companies make a fuck ton of money. Well, apparently the people heard what these big hedge fund people did, and they shorted GameStop by a lot. They went in and they said, you know what would happen? You know, they didn't, it wasn't a conspiracy because they just sat around online and, you know, kind of threw questions back and forth like, you know, what would happen if we did this? Or, you know, this would happen if we did that. And if you did this, you know, or did that, this would happen. Well, in the end, is what happened was enough people saw this and started buying GameStop stock. What that did was drive the price of the stock up. Now, when you short a company, that means you lose a lot of money. And these big hedge fund managers with billions and these brokerage houses lost billions. So to save their ass, they did something illegal and they halted trade. At least I feel it's illegal. I mean, you can still trade. You can still go online and you know, get your own little app and trade. You can still buy the stock. But the big brokerage houses and the hedge fund managers put a halt to the, you know, to the trade on the floor. That's because people like you and me were going out and not buying a fuck ton of stock, but maybe just one or two. Because right now, I think the stock went from like $60 to $300 or something, like $300 or more dollars or something like that. So it's like people like you and me just going out and buying one or two stocks, but there's millions of people doing this. And what it's doing is causing these giant elitists, the people on Wall Street that have taken, you know, advantage of the poor, taking their money in. They are losing money hand over fist. I mean billions. So they put a halt on it. And then they came out with an article saying they had to put a halt on it so that way they could let the trading cool down because they didn't want the poor suckers to lose their money. Make no mistake. Those people that bought one or two stocks might lose, you know, a couple of $100, maybe $600 if you bought it at $300 and you bought 2 shares. But if the price keeps going up, or if it just stays where it's at, those hedge fund managers are fucked. So they're trying to make it so that they can try to rally somehow and get this stopped. They're saying it's illegal what happened. It wasn't illegal. People sat around and was like, huh, they think we're going to fail, huh? Well, what happens if we buy a bunch of stock just for no fucking reason? Well, that's what people did. And all the elitists started screaming because they were losing money. Well, fuck them. This would be a puppy pot and chill, but I don't have my pot out right now, and I already smoked, so I'm already high. But normally I'd be smoking pot, and always remember if you do smoke pot, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal. So, if you smoke with me on any of my other videos, you know, just remember you got to be of age in a state where it's legal. All right, guys. I'm going to get going. I'm going to keep this one pretty quick, too. Uh, I love everybody. It's really hard to love everybody. So let's try not to hate. And don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. If I say something that interests you, by all means, you look up the... Stop. You look it up for yourself. You find out what the truth is. Because that's all that really matters, is what you think the truth is. Right? Right. All right. I love you guys. Peace. Stay high, bitches. Fucking anal swabs.